Morning, my dear students. Let us come to the continuation of the chapter Government Budget and Taxation. Now, let us discuss about tax. The revenue is the biggest source for the government is taxes. The government leaves different kinds of taxes to collect revenue. For example, goods and service tax, income tax. This tax can be classified into two categories: direct tax, indirect tax. Indirect taxes. Indirect taxes are charged on goods and services. Maximum retail price (MRP) of goods is written inclusive of all taxes. It means that the price includes taxes. The price that consumers pay includes taxes. Suppose the cost of manufacturing a television set is rupees 10,000. This includes profit of the manufacturer. At the time of sale, the company pay a tax of rupees 1800, which is added to the price to the television set. The final price paid by the consumer included the cost, profit, and the taxes paid. Let us discuss one more example. To manufacture bicycle, steel pipes are needed. In order to make steel, the steel factory needs iron and coal. If tax on iron is increased, it will affect all goods made of iron. Iron is used to make steel. The price of all things made of steel will also increase. Now let us discuss about the goods and service tax (GST) as value added tax. GST was launched in India in 2017. Till recently, we had a variety of indirect taxes. Excise duty was charged on the production of goods. Sale tax was charged on the sales of goods. Service tax was charged on the sales of services such as mobile service, restaurant service, etc. With the launch of GST, most of the indirect taxes have been replaced by one system of goods and service tax. Here this is a peak of value of a biscuit. Let us discuss about it. A biscuit manufacturer buys his raw material. He buys materials such as wheat, flour, sugar, etc., on which no tax is charged. Suppose he makes rupees 450 worth of biscuit. All his costs are included: raw material, labor charge, salary, office, factory rent, etc. If he adds his profit margin of rupees 50, the total value of the output is rupees 500. All the time of sale, the biscuit manufacturer has to charge GST. If the GST rate is 18%, the biscuit manufacturer would have to pay rupees 90 as tax, that is 18% of rupees 500. This tax is collected by the biscuit manufacturer from the traders and paid to the government. Students, our next topic is about three things are noteworthy here. Number one, the tax paid under value added tax system on any goods is less, as we need not to pay tax on input. Second point, bills have a crucial role in GST. It provides proof that the buyer has paid the GST on her inputs. Our example, unless she shows proof of her purchase, she will have to pay to the government rupees 126 as tax instead of rupees 36. Third point, through taxes is charged by the manufacturer or trader. Ultimately, it is the consumer who pays the tax. The consumer is often unaware of the tax hidden in the price, since it is collected indirectly from the consumer. GST system has certain other advantages when multiple taxes were used. These were hidden in the price as the goods moved from one stage to another in the long chain from production to final consumption. Price inclusive in all taxes is mentioned, but how much tax were not stated. Under GST, tax on the product will be clearly mentioned. Under GST, the goods and services carry the same tax rate across the country. Thank you, my dear students. We will continue our next remaining topic in our next class. Till stay safe, stay home. Thank you.